We'll start with 3 medium onions. 3 medium onions peeled. Don't have to go over the top with this. All you need to do is chop them quite chunky, like that. These will cook up, soften up, and that'll be the start of our base. We have a green pepper. Now, green peppers, I always use them in cooking. Never use them on a salad. They're just nothing to them on a salad. No flavour or nothing. But in cooking, they're okay. So this, chop it in half. Again, doesn't need to be cut fine. Green pepper chopped. Now we have 2 carrots peeled. All you want to do with them is chop them to what, 1/2 inch pieces or something. Chop that. Now here I've got 4 large tomatoes. Which again, we'll just remove that little bit there, top section. Don't really need that, but actually you can still waste tomatoes. You don't want the core bit, but you can take that off anyway. But this one's quite a juicy one. When you get juicier tomatoes, they're a lot better to use. But, like I say, just cut that. You can cut the core out separately and doing it the lazy way. You can cut these into quarters like this. Lots of tomato quarters. Do you need tomato puree? Well, question, not really. Okay, garlic and ginger. Here I've got some chopped ginger. This is frozen chopped ginger. Here I've got some cloves of garlic. These were also frozen. Well, they weren't actually. They were in a packet that weren't frozen, but are frozen anyway. Which you can do, it's fine. So you need to roughly chop up your garlic a bit. Just going to roughly chop that. Don't need to be fabulously done because this is all the cook off. That's right, you cook off. That's the garlic chopped. That's garlic and ginger. Keep knocking that camera. Sorry about that. I'm currently using my mobile phone. I'm going to invest into a brand new camera when I can. Got some other things to pay for first. There you have your ginger and garlic chopped. What we've got so far, we've got garlic and ginger chopped. So we've got 2 carrots, 3 onions, 1 whole bell pepper, green. And we've also got our 4 large fresh chopped tomatoes. So you will also need the spices.
1 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of ground coriander, 1 teaspoon of chili powder, 2 teaspoons of hot madras curry powder, 2 teaspoons of turmeric powder, and 2 teaspoons of garam masala.
And that, dear friends, is our mix of spices. So here we have a large pan, and to that large pan, the gas is quite high. We add that's about 3/4 cup of oil. Our oil is heated up now. We're going to add our garlic and our ginger. Just going to put that off in the oil. Turn it around a little bit. Need to be able to get a nice sizzle. I'm going to be slightly browning that off a little bit, but not too much, because if you do brown it off, the garlic will become quite bitter if it goes burnt. But hopefully. Just boil some water as well. Some people might say quite a lot of oil in there, Mr. Boo. You actually need the oil. Don't worry about that. You're just cooking off this garlic and ginger, cooking the rawness out of it. Okay, we're seeing that's browning now. So like there, the garlic's browning off. We now want to add our spices. Mix. Fry off the spices. And we don't want the spices to burn. We're going to add a bit of water. There we go. Turn that heat back down now. Smell that. That's good. I'm going to cook out them spices a bit on the heat. The water will prevent the spices from burning. And we obviously don't want the spices sticking to the bottom. Yeah, there, they're cool. Spices are cooking away. Then we can add our vegetables now. That's onions, carrots, peppers, all in there. Stir that around. The smell is unreal. Okay. Got some 1 cup of boiling water. Get back to that. Turn the heat back up again. That's fine. I'm going to stir that in again. So this should make about 4 batches of a curry base when it's done. So we're going to bring that to the boil again. So it's been on the boil for about 3 minutes. Should be alright. It hasn't stuck to the bottom at all. It's because of the mixture of the oil and the water. That's absolutely fine. And now we can add our wonderful tomatoes. There we go. Give that a stir around. That's it. Now, we'll bring this back up to the boil again. That's boiled again for another couple of minutes. Spoon. Alright. Now, here's where we add another cup of water. So I've actually added 2 whole cups of water here. Alright. Now I'm going to bring the heat down a little bit. Not too much. Not to a low heat. And then I'll pop the lid on and we shall come back And I'll come back in 10 minutes and give it a stir, make sure it's not stuck to the bottom. Okay, 10 minutes has passed. So look, I see it bubbling away. It hasn't stuck to the bottom, it's absolutely fine. Everything's softening up nicely. Now if you wanted to, you can also add a bit of potato into this, which will help thicken your sauce up as well if you want to eat it thick. We don't need to do that. So we're going to set that for another 10 minutes. Come back, because it's not stuck to the bottom, it's absolutely fine. Right, we've been going again for another 10 minutes. Let's just have a look at that. You can see, that's good. Everything's just nicely cooking down. Just want to check these carrots. There's still a bit of firmness in them, so in 10 minutes and we'll be done. So yeah, as we say, nothing's sticking to the bottom. That's good news. Don't want anything burning or sticking to the bottom. I'll let that cook now for a further 10 minutes. So it's been another 10 minutes, sorry. There we are. Everything's looking good. I'm just going to take one of these carrots now. And get older one. One carrot, please, thank you. This carrots are hardly the vegetables of them. That's not too bad. That's alright, that's soft enough. Call it that. So now what I'll do, I'll turn off the heat. Now I need to let that cool down because I do not want a metal blender. So we'll let that cool down and then we'll move on to the next stage of the curry base. So now our curry base has cooled down. It's looking rather good. Yeah, and we can move on to the next stage. Now our next stage of the process here now is to remove it to the mixer. Now it wouldn't all fit into the one, so I'll put it into a smaller one. We'll need about 15-30 seconds. Should be enough. Now we can just pour that back in there just for demonstration purposes. Probably need to scoop that out with a bit of thing. There is the curry base. I'll tell you what, that's it, the curry base. Don't let that drip onto your tops or anything because it will stay in it. Beautiful, smooth curry base, which I'll now put into small little bags and it'll be ready for the freezer. So out of that curry base batch, I may got 3 containers. There we go. You could probably make 4 out of that, but we like plenty of sauce. So if you like a restaurant style curry, when you're doing a homemade curry, if you make a base, it'll make it a lot easier. Once we've popped our lids on, we'll let it go cold, and then we can pop them in the freezer for a later date.